Greetings and welcome everyone to episode 20 of our Let's Play series on our SevTech Ages. So in today's episode, I'm not really quite sure what we're going to do, but I know I need to work on the blood altar. We really need to make the runes and to get all the way to the blank teleporter. I'm hoping that we can achieve that today. So we're going to set out and try. So I made a few modifications. If you remember last time, I had the, what was that? I had the other altar set up over here for Abyssal, right? And I had it set up here, and it was nice, and then I had the, rechargers back here. But the problem is, the pedestals for charging back there, the problem is, 3 shags spawned, and annihilated me and this area. Lightning struck, I was on fire. It was like the worst scenario possible, and I died. And it was just a terrible, terrible setup. So I have made a few modifications so I can somewhat contain anything that comes out. Because after those shags came out and I managed to take care of them, then several shadow monsters spawned. And so I built this little caged in area here that I should be able to fight through. Hopefully, if all goes well here. I should be able to fight through and still, you know, manage to be okay. I haven't placed the pedestal back in there just yet. I was waiting for you guys to show you that. But we should be good. I mean, it should be okay, right? I mean, I still suspect trouble. Don't get me wrong. See, there you go. Already fire. Fire's bad. But we should be somewhat safe in here and be able to do what we have to do. So, I also made a few more modifications. I'll show it to you. If you look over there, I put in a lot of pillars, so we have quite a few bonuses right now. We have luck, spider, slowness, speed, strength, resistance, and haste. So I've noticed something. If you get above them, it doesn't work, but if you get below them, it works just fine. So no complaining there. The next thing I did is, of course, adding in some lights. I found these stone lights, which is an interesting recipe, I tell you. So if you look it up, it's just a stone and a torch, and it creates a stone that generates light. It's pretty neat. I like using it, and it's intermixed in here in multiple places, but here are more pronounced examples of it because it does cause it to glow with this particular shader pack. I'm not sure that it makes it glow necessarily in the original, but in this particular one it does, and it produces a good amount of light. I really like it, but I went with a different effect in here for this. This is going to be my little blood altar room, and as you can tell, magical stuff is still happening out there. So what I want to do here is we're going to want to place the altar down, but we want to give it the blank runes and stuff below it. So to do that, what I want to do is I'm just going to place the regular one right here. And then for the moment, I'm going to give myself a step up here, because we're going to have to do a little bloodletting to get it charged back up. Whoops. So let's see here. There we go. We'll bloodlet a little bit. Get some blood in there. There we go. Plus, we died twice, so it's not a bad thing that I'm bloodletting here, because we could really use the buildup. I was able to get 2 of them back up, but I haven't been able to get them all back up just yet. And so we'll keep working on that. I made some more food, which is good. It's exactly what we needed. And so we're pretty much just jumping right in. So what we want to do here is, we got our blood altar and we got some blood in it, right? I'm not sure how much we need in it, and I'm not sure how much it takes to fill it. But basically what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make those runes. And the goal is, I'm just going to go with blank runes for now. I think those will work just fine. I mean, if I need to, I will make the other ones, like the efficiency rune or the speed rune. But at this time, I don't really know that I have the I don't really have the capabilities yet for the efficiency rune, but I do have the capabilities for the speed rune. But for now, I just want to make it the 9 that I need for this, and I assume that's how many I need, and so we're going to test that out today here. So we're going to be making these blank slates and then these blank runes. So to do that, we are going to need a few things. Like, we're going to need to make these ones, which is the coagulated blood, and it makes a weak blood orb. And so that requires the tier 1, because in the end we need the tier 2. And so we're going to need 9 times however many of those. So let's see, we're going to need 9 of them for that. Yep, we just need 9 of them. So let's go do that real quick. And so the way to get the blood... Oh, and I also made a cool tunnel all the way to my base here, which makes it much easier to get to and from that place. So, we're going to need some zombie flesh. And the basics of that is we're just going to try half a stack and see what that does. I know it melts up here. It should melt just fine in our setup here. Hopefully. We'll check and see if it does. Okay, so it does. So we're going to let that cook for a bit. As you can see, I added a few more totems here to give me my speed back to be able to be as fast as I need to be for this. So let's look at what else we're going to need here. Because we're going to need a few more things for the blank slates. Of course, we're going to need stone, which is pretty easy. We're going to need one for each of the, or two for each of these blocks. So 9, that's 18. Plus, we're going to need, we're going to need 18 of them. So let's do that real quick. We have plenty of stone too. I've been cooking that up in our pastime here. So we're going to go just like that. And we got our 18 here. We're going to go drop those in there and see if we can get this to work real quick. Shouldn't be too difficult while that blood over there cooks into the coagulated blood that we need. So we go over here, and I think we just drop it like that. And it should be that easy, hopefully. Then we just give it the time it needs, and it should transition without too much difficulty, just like that. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to finish these up, and then I'll be right back. So here we are, still bloodletting. We're trying to do the last two real quick here. Shouldn't take much though. Just gotta keep this altar full of blood. It's harder than it looks. There we go. We have only one rune left to go, and we will be done. Let's eat a little bit here. Alternating between these two foods to get my saturation as high as possible here. So that I can get this last rune that we need here. And then we'll be done with this portion anyway. And then we'll go from there and see what we need to do. But it's not too difficult. It should be done any second now. There we go. All done. Easy peasy, right? How much blood did I need to lose? Well, to give you a clue, I lost enough that I'm back up to where I should potentially be. So we're going to switch out to grain so we can keep that last stat of nourishment up. So let's head. We don't even need to head up. We need to look and see what we need here. We're going to need some stone, which we have. Any stone will work. We're going to need the weak blood orb. So let's go grab that coagulated blood. And let's continue what we were doing here. So let's see here. We should have some cooked up in there. We sure do. 2 blocks worth. So let's drop them in there. And let them fill up. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so the one got sucked up, and we will grab the other one here. Now let's see, can we just break them apart? We sure can, nothing special about it. Now we're going to need to do a little bit more bloodletting on these, because we need 9 of them, right? Did we need 9 of them? Yeah, we did, so we're short 1. So let's go grab it just a little bit more here. Let's make 1 more here. It shouldn't be too difficult. We'll let that go in there while we start working on these runes here. Shouldn't be too terribly difficult. So let's see here. Oh, we need to eat. There we go. Got some bread. There we go. All better. So now we want to use the coagulated blood here. Well, we can make a pair of boots. We may eventually do that, but for now we'll be okay. And if we dry it, we can get coagulated blood drop, which is a health boost. Look at that. That's actually really good for saturation. Maybe something to look into next time. Okay, but for now, we're going to need to do a tier 1 2000 LP. And I'm not sure how much the runes we just did were. They were killer. Oh, it's going to be twice as much. Oh my goodness. So, let's see here. We're going to start these. And I guess I'll be back once I get these done here. But let's get them started and let's see how long it takes. Oh yeah, it's already started. The pain. Let's keep letting it go here. Let's see if we can get this first one converted real quick. Gotta keep eating. Yep, definitely twice as long. This is gonna be fun. So it'll take about the same amount of time the other one took, which isn't too bad, but it does take time. It took about 10 minutes or so. So we'll see how long this one takes here. But it's still going. We need more food that gives better saturation. But it's all good. There we go. We got our first one. So now we're going to keep working on these, and then I'll be back as soon as I get them all done. So here we are. We're back. We're on our final one now. They don't stack. I found that out the hard way. Oh wait, we still have one more to go. That's right. So let's go grab that one that we made out of that block real quick. But I found that you can eat cooked buffalo meat, and look at that saturation. It causes me to gain a ton of health rather quickly and for a long period of time, which is perfect. So I grabbed and cooked up some of that since I had quite a bit from all the leather I needed to make, and plus I had to thin out the numbers of all those buffalo over there, which ended up working out in our favor. So what we need to do is we're going to need just one of these for now. We may need more later, but for now we're just going to need one. What we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs and we're going to swap these out. It should be about time for it to be swapped out. I also hid speed runes in here. They're not runes, speed totems inside the walls here to give me a little bit of a boost while running around. So you can't see them, but they are there. So see, now we got this one and our final one right there, and we should be good to go. I may need to do a little more bloodletting, but that's fine. We will survive. But as of right now, you can fill this up quite high, and you can watch it fill up because we have no way of seeing anything outside of the visual aspect. There's no number necessarily to show us how much we put in there, but that's fine for now anyway. We'll be able to. I'm assuming there's something later on to do a better way to gauge it. Okay, and our final one is done. So let's grab this little guy, and let's move on to the next step of what we're going to need. We have some stone already, so let's look in here. You saw I was looking up food while I was waiting there. But it's all good, we got what we need here. So let's start with our blank runes for decoration, because we really can't make much else. We're still going to need the blank runes if we want to make the speed runes, which I'm not really worried about at this time. But let's see if we can make all of these. Oh, they don't stack either. Oh, because the blood orbs don't stack. That's probably why. Ah, but they stack after the fact. Very nice. Very nice. So let's make up all these real quick. And we will have them to put underneath this altar to hopefully make the next step. Oh, we're low on stone, so let's go grab some more stone. Oh my goodness, I made all these and I only needed one. Oh. Oh. Oh well, what can we do about it now? That was a lot of work, but not much we can do about that now. So let's take these here, let's make our last two here. No, watch, I didn't need 9 of these either. That'd be even funnier, right? But we'll see. We'll see. So we got our plenty of weak blood orbs here. So that means we don't need a lot of the apprentice orbs coming up in the next section. So that's a plus. So we'll see. I'm going to put these down below. And we'll see what this does here. Hopefully this gives us a tier 2 altar. But I'm not sure. Just hopeful. I think this is how it's made. There we go. Okay, so now potentially we have the tier 2 altar. So let's give it a try here. So we're going to use our pearls here inside the blood altar. It requires 5,000, which is a lot. So let's see by putting this in there. And let's let it work. Let's give it a little bit of food here. We're going to feed it. There we go. That should be quite a bit. And our saturation is just going to go up just like that. And our health regenerates quite quickly with high saturation. The higher your saturation, the faster your health regenerates in this, which is pretty nice. And you gotta wait just a smidgen. And you can do it again. There we go. So we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom again here. There we go. Now let's go up over here. We're gonna need a few things, aren't we? If I remember correctly. For the next step, let's see here. So it requires a tier 2. Almost forgot what I was doing here. Oh yeah, we're gonna need some blocks of coal because we need to make the blank teleporter. Let's put that in there. There we go. So we're gonna need the block of bronze. We already have the tin, the coal. We're gonna need to just make sure we don't die here by accident. Does it have enough? Still going. I'm not sure if it's tier 2 though. I just hope so. Well, I don't think it is. Because I don't see little particle effects. The particle effects are everything. So let me add a little more blood. Oh shoot, I killed myself. Dang it. Oh well. It's all good. It happens. Get a little overzealous there with our blood altar. And we lost our little nourishment bonus, but that's not a big deal. We really only gotta go up 10%, and as much food as we need to eat for this altar, it'll be fine. There we go, got our stuff back. Let's drop this meat off. And then I will be right back once I figure out how we turn that into a tier 2 altar. So just give me a minute here. And I will be back. We'll just hold on to one of these just in case. Drop off our mystery meat here. Yeah, for all those deaths we get, it gives us mystery meat. Okay. So with that, we're not doing too terribly bad here. And I will be right back. So it looks like I was wrong. It already did convert it from the Carillion Pearl to the Apprentice Blood Orb. It just happened faster than I anticipated. So it did work, but I was slightly wrong. It is not 9. The block underneath does not actually need to be a blank rune right there. It doesn't have to be. So we're going to take that out just so that it's not distracting me or confusing me in any way. But we also need a few other things because there is a way to tell how much is in here and what is in here. And so we're going to go into that. It is called the Hellfire Forge. And I found that through learning that there's a thing called a divination signal. And I probably should read up on these sigils, and I probably will after the fact. But what I want to do is, oh, those are interesting. Chimes that emit a redstone signal. That might be something to have. But anyway, distractions. So what we want to do here is, if you look up Arcane Ash, it's made from a Hellfire Forge, and a Hellfire Forge is made with this. So what we're going to do here is, we're going to type it in so that I have it up over here on the right side, and we're going to make this. I have the stone, I have the bronze, I have the copper, I have pretty much everything we're going to need for this, and we're going to bring it in here and set it down. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but we are going to experiment and figure it out. So let's grab some of our ingots here. We're going to grab some copper, break it apart, grab some tin, break it apart. We already have some bronze. So let's smash at least 2 of these apart here. And we'll see where we can go from there here. So grab our little hammer. There we go. Drop that down. There we go. Put that there and do the exact same thing. There we go. We'll put our little hammer back, and that should be enough for the moment. So let's see, what else did we need here for our Hellfire Forge? I think we have everything we need. So let's make it up real quick. There we go. And let's go set it down and experiment with it. See what we can accomplish with it. And then we'll be good. So I think I'm just going to put it over here in the corner. I mean, I don't really know where else it's going to go. Well, I'll lower it down so we can see into it here. There we go. So let's see here. it allows us to do some pretty interesting things. It's going to take 4 or 5 items, and then what we do here is we put them in here, and it'll, I think it requires a catalyst to come out with the item, is my guess. So I guess there's even an advanced one, which we won't get into because we're nowhere near that yet. A lot of unfamiliar items here. But we can make like growth regent. We have access to quite a few things even at this stage, which is nice. So I think we're going to need a demonic will to get to the next part here. But what we wanted to make was some ash. And let's see here. For ash, all we're going to do is we're going to smelt down some, well, let me double check that real quick. Let's see here, ash. There's ashes and arcane ashes. Okay, so can I use it? Oh, I guess I can use it in certain ones, and it's required for arcane ash anyway, which will be used with gunpowder and white dye. And then we'll need a demonic will, I assume, in the middle. So let's go grab that stuff real quick. We should have some gunpowder. I've fought some creepers here. We're probably going to need to start using our dimension over there. Oh yeah, we fought a couple creepers. So let's grab at least 1 piece of gunpowder here. We're going to need some white dye. We're going to need to figure that out here in a minute. Then, let's see. Let's take some of our wood here. We're going to cook it up. We'll give us, let's say, 4 pieces of ash. That should be enough to get us started. Now, let's see. Can we just cook it in the grill, in the stone grill? Oh, absolutely. So let's throw that in there. It'll cook pretty quick. Let's see here. We need to drop that off real quick. There we go. Got that in its place now. These two should be close to being done. And when they get done, we'll continue on. Looks like there's multiple different types of ash that we can make here, which is pretty neat. And there we go. We have that one now, and we have that one. Okay, so what else do we need? We needed charcoal, I think, for this. Let's grab some of that here. Okay, so there's charcoal, right? And so that's for the arcane ash here. And then we need, so we have ash, white dye powder. Okay, so we need to grind up some bone meal. So let's make some bone meal, and then we'll grind some up. Our trusty steed out here will take care of what we need. He's always pretty good. We'll let him spin this and then spin it again. Looks like the sun's getting ready to go down. So what we're going to do here is, I'll be right back once he has made the white powder dye and it is morning. So just give me a minute here and I'll be right back. So we are back. He just finished up and it is morning. So we now have our white dye here. We're going to need at least one of those. We'll do 2 because we're going to do 2 of this here. So we're going to need another gunpowder and another piece of charcoal. We might as well go all in, right? So let's see here. We got another piece of charcoal and another piece of gunpowder. There we go. But I think we're going to need a demonic will to continue this effort. So we're going to go grab one of those. Do we need a demonic? Yeah, we need a demonic will to make the arcane ash. We need something in there to be a catalyst in some way. Unless we can make something else, like whatever that is. It requires bronze, ash, blue dye, and a shadow fragment. Contains will quality. A tantric gem. May have to look that up. I'm assuming that if we hold that while we kill something, it gets contained in there? My guess? Not entirely sure. But it's always possible here. It's used to make quite a few things. Ooh, those are neat. But they're unfamiliar currently. Definitely neat. Okay. Shouldn't get too carried away here. White dye. Oh, redstone. We definitely got that, so. Okay, so yeah, we can't make it that way. We are definitely gonna need the will. So let's see. I don't think I got one. If I did, it would be in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab a will, and then I will be back, because we can't really get much further without one. So I'm back, and I finally got the demonic will, but I died in the process trying to get the doggone thing. And then it took me a minute to get my body back, but we got it. So that's all that really matters, right? So let's go down here and let's test this out here. We're gonna throw these in there, and we're gonna use this demonic will somewhere. I guess right there. So will quality is 2.45, and so I have 4 things in here. Why I don't have what goes in the center here? So let's look. Maybe there's some information about it that we don't quite have yet. So we need the gunpowder, the ash, the white dye, and the charcoal. And then we put the demonic will in there, and it just goes, right? Supposedly. Let's see here. Maybe there is a specific requirement for the order here. So let's see here. So ash in that corner, then gunpowder. Let's see, was it there? I think it was there. Yep. So it does have to be in the specific place for it to work. Boom, there we go. We got the ash. And it doesn't look like it's messing with the demonic will's quality, which is good. Now we have 2 pieces of ash, and they do not stack. Interesting. So, let's look at what we wanted to do next here. We wanted to make that sigil. So let's see here. For the sigil of the grove. For the divination sigil here. Let's pull this out here. And let's type in sigil. Let's pull it up here. The divination sigil, which requires ash, a blank slate will give us a divination sigil. So why does it say arcane ash? Show all recipes for alchemical arrays. I may have to look up alchemy arrays. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'll be right back. So I think I have this here. We're gonna keep trying. So it says it's gotta be done in a specific order. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna look up our sigil that we wanted again. So we need to draw our circle, I guess, for our alchemy array. Put down our ash, and we need a blank slate. That's pretty easy for us to make. We can easily do that real quick. We should even have enough blood in there to not have to worry about it. And then I think we draw a circle on the ground with this ash, and with the arcane ashes, then we use a regular ash, and then we use the sigil here, like so. So let's give her a try. Okay, that has a weird effect here. So then that, and then that. Interesting, the effect says work in progress. That's pretty silly. And we're gonna get our sigil. There we go. Oh, nice, you hold it, it says it's tier 2, it says its capacity, it says how much is in it. Bam! We have got the ability to read our blood altar now. Oh, and it has to be in your hand. Yeah, it has to be in your hand when looking at the altar. This is super good. Now we can read our altar. It only took a little bit of extra effort and a little bit of extra time, but we got it done. So, oh, and the arcane ash has uses. That's why it doesn't stack, and that makes sense. Okay, very nice. So we have our divination sigil, which will help us out with all of our blood magic needs. And we have been able to get our altar not only our altar, but we have made our altar. We have made our altar tier 2. And I think the next thing we do is either efficiency runes, or we're going to do speed runes, but it doesn't really matter. We can do either of those. I don't think we can do the efficiency runes just yet. We'll probably do that in the next age, because we don't have access to it. Let's show you here. But I'm pretty sure, we can make the speed runes, which will help out quite a bit. And it just requires a little bit of sugar and some more of those blank slates. So we may convert 4 of those blocks into speed runes, and then we may convert another 4 into the efficiency runes once we have access to them, which is very nice. I think it's terrible that we couldn't see the effect to be able to make the sigil, but, you know, can't have everything all the time. So we haven't had any monsters spawn out here yet either, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping we get some monsters so I could fight them through here. You never know. Make them up in the next episode. We'll do what we can. So what I want to do now is I think I'm going to call this episode right here. We've done quite a few things today. We're going to start pretty much right off the bat making our blank teleporter, and probably go through the process of making the items we need to get to the beneath. And if we're lucky, we can get to it on the next episode. But thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.